Hey guys. It's me, AALMLG Darwin 5677CR069. And today, I will talk about Yaboy the Slacker fan, and the whole truth about him. And before I start with this truth video, to anyone who still supports or trusts this guy, then I suggest you to not trust him because he's a criminal defender. I am not trying to bash or disrespect your opinion in any way, it's an advice. Anyways, enjoy. Yaboy the Slacker fan is nothing but an user who supports criminals and has been acting so immature on the internet recently. He is also the worst user I've ever come across. I will tell you some reasons why you shouldn't support him. To start off with, he keeps supporting an user by the name of Wilson Perez, just because they are freaking friends, when he should realize that life can be dangerous, because opinions aren't everything. There are more important things in this life than opinions, like facts, for an example. And I honestly think that facts are more important than opinions. Also, not to mention, that he keeps defending Wilson Perez and doesn't want to get to his thick-ass skull that Wilson Perez is a criminal, since he has committed child pornography by making a punishment day video out of nowhere, and criminals cannot be supported or ignored in any way. He even takes his haters way too seriously, and he can't handle any criticism. Like for example, he takes Chronic Zircon, which he's one of my friends, way too seriously just because he's trying to prove a point about him. Seriously? Like people said before, just ignore him, move on and advance to the next level instead of arguing with the users that you hate. Another example of him taking his haters seriously, is that he gives them a really hard time by making arguments whenever they try to call him out for his wrongdoings, even though that isn't worth it, because the haters are right. He also argued with me, in one of my videos from my second channel, where I said that supporting Wilson Perez is bad. He even forced me to leave Wilson Perez alone without realizing his crimes. Like, come on, criminals cannot be ignored or supported whatsoever. Also, whenever people makes a video out of him, he will waste his time by making those stupid Vyond-styled commentaries out of it. Seriously dude, you know that Vyond-styled commentaries can get you a goddamn copyright strike for this, and I am glad that I stopped making these so-called commentaries, because Peyton Does Content 2K8 made a good point about these kind of videos. And this is another perfect example of why I have never supported him to begin with, and I will never support him. But anyways, moving on, he keeps using criticism and cancel culture in the wrong context, which makes him a hypocrite since he and his toxic-ass fanbase also keep on canceling users themselves whenever they try to tell him to snap out of it, and they are right about him. What a surprise. Also, he needs to learn what criticism and cancel culture mean soon, because all he does is to use it in the wrong context. 5 days ago, my friend Hugo Garces the Go animator made an advice message video to him where he tells him to stop supporting Wilson Perez, but then, Yaboy the Slacker fan decides to share his video and says, "Channel Forcer alert and Ratio Plus didn't ask." First of all, how is that channel forcing? That is not what channel forcing means, and you are using that term in the wrong context. And second, he's only telling you to stop supporting Wilson Perez because he is a criminal by doing child pornography, and that isn't channel forcing. This is another perfect example that he can't handle criticism. Let's not forget that he also claims that we are bashing opinions on Wilson Perez, when we really are not. He even said that Wilson Perez can improve, when he can't improve because criminals cannot be forgiven for their actions, and he's using cancel culture as an excuse, which makes him a hypocrite since he cancels people over minor mistakes himself, like I said before. Let's not forget that he also forced us to ignore Wilson Perez. Like bruh, we decide if we want to take Wilson Perez seriously or not you. Besides, criminals can't be ignored for what they have done. If we ignore criminals, we are letting them get away with their shit. He even uses his community tab as a weapon just to attack the users that he hates whenever they criticize him, when that is not gonna help at all. Oh, and let's not forget that he also forgave Wilson Perez after all the shit he did. What a criminal supporter. Let's also not forget as well when he threatened to give La Studios karma. Guess what, Yaboy the Slacker fan? You are actually the one who is getting karma himself, because you keep getting mad when we are telling you the truth about Wilson Perez. And finally, his content is just horrible and full of videos out of users he hates. Just look at his content. His content contains nothing but user videos, Vyond-styled commentaries whenever people does a video out of him. He also steals unoriginal content, etc. His content is just horrible. So from now on, I will hate him for good until he stops supporting Wilson Perez, for God's sakes. And yeah, boy the slacker fan, if you are watching this, you seriously need to get a life. If you wanna be good, then take a hiatus, etc. Oh, and I don't care if you are gonna send your stupid fan base after me, or make a commentary out of this video, because I won't give a flying shit, and you deserve it for supporting Wilson Perez non-stop. But anyways, that's all I have to say for my truth video on Wilson Perez. So this is ALMLG Darwin 5677 Cianan 069, signing off.